Vois sur ton chemin, gamins oubliés, égarez-toi de leur la main pour les mener vers d'autres landes. Donne-leur la main pour les mener vers d'autres landes. Sans cœur de vie, loin de l'espoir, loin de la vie, sentier de gloire, la vie de la vie, sentier de gloire, sentier de gloire. Bonheur enfantin, trop vite oublié, effacé, une lumière dorée brille sur toi tout au bout du chemin.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Moonbase Live. 28th of January 2026. I am your host, Eric Smith. Are you hearing me? I have to wonder. We got a big old show for you today. A very grand and exciting show. I'm not even barely playing it up. We got a great show. With us as always, of course, Lebanon John. How you doing, John?
What's up, everyone? Harrison, you're a little quiet. Maybe we could turn you up a little bit.
If you say so. How's that? Is that better?
I
Is that a little
want
better?
you making my ears bleed, brother.
What? Is that too much?
No, you're good, man. You can go a little bit higher.
I don't know
yeah,
how.
It's all good.
I don't do that sort of thing.
Let's just yell.
I was yelling. Did you hear me yelling? You want to know something funny? Basically, every episode of Moonbase we've done up till this point, has started with the intro, and I usually am yelling "Welcome to Moonbase" for the last like 30 seconds of the intro, and then I finally went back and actually watched one of the episodes and realized that I was muted that whole time. Y'all didn't even know.
Okay.
Thank you for the compliments on the haircut. It was a long time coming. So I realized something. All right. So here's what we're doing today. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the Moonbase. Share that link. Hit share on X. Share on Rumble. The only way to super chat is through Rumble, I think. Pretty sure. Although we are on YouTube. And I think if a lot of people watch on YouTube, then we'll be able to get super chats there. Regardless, welcome. Welcome to the Moonbase. It really is a special show. If you remember a couple episodes back, we did what I called a sneak preview stream where we were looking at a rough cut edit of 2025 year in review. And then we just sort of went through the Premiere profile and was, looking at, other videos and getting, of course, soliciting your input as my beloved audience as to what you think of the edit and what we should do with it. And so I have a new edit to show you today, and I'm very proud of it, but I'm also a little, I need help. I'm a little scared of it. It's almost too powerful.
It's too powerful. It's like the One Ring. You know, it is seriously profound.
I have spent so many hours on this, and I don't know how close it is. At about 7:30 this evening, about an hour ago, a little more, I sat down to basically export what I had done already, which is about 3/4 of the video. And I thought, I'll just throw together the last quarter. I'm just going to throw the last quarter together. And so what I have for you is really a documentary. It's a presentation. It's a work of political art.
Yes.
It's not finished, but I hope you'll forgive me for any mess ups. I also have not watched it in its full. I've watched about 3/4 of it, and then I slapped together the last quarter, and we're going to see how it goes. But I would like your input. I would like your advice. I was going to just do this with John on our own, but then I figured, why not do it live? Why not do it live? Especially because this video is a compilation of clips in no particular order.
No script, no narration, no spin or interpretation, right? It's the raw footage. No,
it is the raw footage. You know, I actually start off the video with a rough disclaimer at the beginning, because basically what I say is this is political art, and basically like the videos themselves are not edited or altered. What you're seeing is video of people in their own words, but I'm definitely taking them out of context. I'm definitely putting them in an order that maybe it seems like one person is responding to another, but like that's on purpose. And I say in the disclaimer, if you feel like pausing and reading it, and again, I slammed that out in about 5 minutes. I need to go over that again. This is all rough. This is all very rough, but you'll see what I mean.
You know what this reminds me of? One of the greatest documentary movies ever made, called Baraka.
Yes, it is cinema verite, cinema verite, right? That's what it's called.
True cinema, in other words, where it's just showing you stuff, and based on the editing, you connect the dots.
100%.
And this is profound shit right here. I mean, this is scary stuff. I told Harrison that we have to be careful, that we're gonna get killed for this one.
Yeah, it do be like that though, for real.
No, yeah, it do be like that. It do be.
So hopefully we survive. Again, this is excuse me, it's not me saying anything. I'm just putting videos together. I'm gonna play it here. I'm trying to load in some sort of logo because I forgot to put a bug on it. But if you're in the chat, if you're in the video, you're cool, right? You're down with Moonbase. You're not gonna like steal my shit or anything, because this isn't out yet. This isn't for release. It's for your eyes only. This is a special thing for you and just you, and you don't go sharing it with everybody. All right.
I would highly suggest some form of watermark, but
that's what I'm working on right now.
Awesome. All right. So just another disclaimer. Everything in this video that you think is bad, me and Harrison support. All right.
I love everything that's said in this video. I love the people in it. I think they're right and they're smart.
Yeah, these are the good guys. And if you don't like this video, turn yourself in.
Yeah, frankly, it's time, they stop getting the short end of the stick. It's time that the oppression finally come to an end.
Yeah, just wait till you guys see this.
All right, so this is a collection of videos. Most of them are from the last year or so. By the way, John, I've sent John 2 versions of this.
A 9-minute one was the last one.
How long was it?
9 minutes.
9 minutes. So I basically wiped that whole thing and started over. The beginning is still very similar, but right now it stands at about 15 minutes. I think it could get shorter. So you guys are in for a treat here. It's like a feature presentation I'm bringing you. But it's not, without further ado, it's called Building the Tension. Arkin John 68. All right.
Oh man, this is guys. You're about to see a nuclear bomb. Like if this
It's
doesn't
called building the
change,
anticipation.
look, if this doesn't change, if this doesn't make you sit down and say, hold on a second, what the fuck is going on? Like this is crazier than the COVID videos. This is crazier than like every single episode in the history of America that has basically ever happened. Like this is in your face, way crazier. Like this is like
it gets so crazy, dude.
Yeah, this is like not
insane.
okay. Like this is. I support everything in these videos. All right.
Yes, we are absolutely in favor of everything that's happening. Hit play, bro. Share the link, bro. What about that? How about I hit play when you hit share?
Smash the subscribe button.
Although I don't know, maybe I don't even
like
want that many people in this. Maybe this is something that's like one-time thing. I don't know.
Yeah, gas chamber the subscribe button. Make soap out of the like button.
Yes, 100%. So again, I have not even watched this myself yet. I hope it all comes together.
Well, feel free to pause it. Do you want to go like? Do you want to like go the whole way through without pausing it, or do you want to like?
What I want to do is play the whole thing through one time because this is a work of art.
Yeah,
there's no pause. It must be. It is supposed to be consumed. I'm trying to deliberately send
a message,
subconscious messages to the world.
I'm not looking forward to this. Guys, this is horrible stuff. Like this is fucking horrible. Like,
y'all are gonna see. You think John's playing it up. You think I'm playing it up. We ain't playing it up. And you shall see. I'm surprised
this doesn't even exist. Like this is so. Like honestly, I'm getting chills. Like why hasn't anyone done this yet? Like the fact that it's on Harrison's shoulders to fucking do this, guys.
Dude, the thing is, I could make 15 different versions of this. There's so many different methods this could be used, which is why I need help, because to do this right, it is a monumental task.
Yeah.
But it also is so overwhelming. The information is so overwhelming that it's like, I can't, 15 minutes is going to be hard to sit through because it's like,
it's hard. No, yeah. It's
going to be too much.
Yeah. About 5 minutes in, most American patriots are going to be like, all right, that's enough of that.
Yeah. I'm like actually kind of nervous.
I'm telling you, bro. We're crossing the Rubicon within our own souls by consuming this, guys. You'll see.
You think we're joking. You people think we're joking.
You're not going to be able to unsee this. Let's put it that way.
If we just do this for an hour and a half, we just keep talking like this.
Buy some methylene blue and we'll come back after the break.
Yes, exactly. All right. We're going to do it. Here it is. Again, rough draft. Don't worry about it. Chill.
Comments welcome. Critiques welcome. Opinions
Comments,
welcome.
critiques,
But,
suggestions.
Try to watch the whole thing.
Comment along as you will. And we'll see you on the other side. I'm going to take us down, and then I'm going to play it.
Well, how many people do we have watching us live, like on X and stuff? Like, do we have like the full group of people? Because this is like,
we don't. But do we want the full group? I don't even know if we want the full.
No, you're right. We just want the actual.
I want the hardcore fans. Yeah. If you're here, it's because you deserve to see this as valued members of the Moonbase community.
Yeah, you're right.
All right. We're about to do it. I'm going to take us both down, video up, and we shall begin.
So what Israel is fighting here is not merely a 7-front war, but an 8-front war.
For the Jews against Rome.
Rome and Jerusalem clashed over values with a great tragedy for the Jewish people.
Well, we lost that one. We have to win the next one.
But the new Rome, the United States,
Jews against Rome.
We stopped playing defense and have moved to offense.
We're going to have to use the tools of battle. You know, the weapons change over time.
You can't fight today with swords. That doesn't work very well.
But we need the kind of genius that manufactured Apollo gold pagers and infiltrated Hezbollah for over a decade to prepare for this battle.
But we have to fight with the weapons that apply to the battlefields in which we're engaged. And the most important ones are the social media.
Because the next war will be decided based on how Israel and its allies perform online as much as offline.
This is the eighth front, the disinformation campaign.
It is actually this eighth front where our enemies believe they can actually defeat the Jewish state.
This is the kind of ingenuity and inventiveness that have always been a hallmark of the state of Israel, that have always been a characteristic of the Jewish people. I know we can do it.
A lot of this is done with money.
Invested billions and billions of dollars in the information battlefield.
Money of NGOs, vast. Money of governments, vaster.
We prohibit harmful stereotypes about Jewish people, such as claims that Jews control financial, political, or media institutions.
You're damn right we're going to cancel them and deplatform them.
We monitor them online, social media, messaging apps, video games, cryptocurrency.
Hitler admirers, Stalin admirers, Jew haters.
Podcasts, short form video, Wikipedia, LLM.
American haters, Churchill haters.
We monitor these people and we share the intelligence with the FBI.
You think your stupid little podcast is going to change the world like hell it is?
Social media, this is the new battlefield.
You don't get to wrap your psychotic, mental, unhinged Nazi.
We do not allow Holocaust denial and distortion.
And the most important purchase that is going on right now is
TikTok.
TikTok, number one.
For every 30 minutes that someone watches TikTok, they become 17% more anti-Semitic.
So you have TikTok just smashing our young people's brains all day long with video of carnage in Gaza. Because anything that we try to say to them, they are hearing it through this wall of carnage, and I sound obscene.
Anti-Zionism is just Jew hatred.
We made a change.
We updated our policies
to designate the use of the term Zionist,
to recognize that the term Zionist
as a proxy for a protected attribute
can be used as a proxy for Jews and Israelis.
As hate speech.
Why can't Israel be doing some sort of, counterintelligence?
Right now, the ADL is co-writing Sunday school curriculum.
Information warfare like this.
It's building the technology to train the LLMs more effectively.
Like psychological operations in America.
As part of a robust framework to combat anti-Semitism, we have industry-leading policies designed with the safety of the Jewish community in mind.
You're right, we control the media. So what are you going to do about it? You're going to bitch on Twitter, like, okay. Meanwhile, we're going to control more of the media.
And working with OpenAI, with Anthropic, with Meta, with Microsoft, we are working with them now to train the LLMs.
We also have, I think, over 24 Jewish organizations that are constantly feeding us intelligence and information.
So number one, we measure and track. Number two, we monitor and disrupt. We have a whole apparatus. I have 40 analysts working full-time, 7 days a week, 24 hours a day, monitoring extremists.
Monitoring campuses, digital networks, activist groups, and public officials.
We have several PhDs on staff. We have a network of academics and scholars we work with around the country.
And all the wondrous technologies that we have, some of them are very frightening. I've talked to the leaders of AI in the world, and you ask yourself, there's so many blessings in this, but there could be a curse.
First thing a country needs to do is to unify all of their data so it can be consumed and used by the AI model.
We need to invest in intelligence to understand who are the anti-Semites, who's funding them, what's their plans, who are the leaders. And then once we have that, we can define who is an enemy we can attack.
You have to take all of your healthcare data, your diagnostic data, your electronic health records, your genomic data. We have to take all of this data we have in our country and move it into a single, if you will, unified data platform.
Once we have all this information, we need to empower and mobilize an ecosystem of many organizations that we can incentivize them to work together, to share, and to fight against our common enemies.
And mobilizing millions of people, of allies that are quietly by our side.
Citizens will be on their best behavior because we're constantly recording and reporting everything that's going on.
You know, anti-Semites, most of these people running around, we're not going to win their hearts and minds because they don't have hearts and they don't have minds. So, you know, how are we going to, there's no reason to think we're ever going to convince them, but we can deport them, we can put them in jail, we can make their lives miserable, we can cut off their funding.
You've got all these conspiracy theorists online going on and on and on about how, you know, if you try and say anything, if you try and do anything against Jews, they're going to come after you.
We have featured more than 1,000 anti-Semites on our platforms.
And they're going to destroy you and take away your business, and therefore you have to be really, really scared.
These Jew haters have faced real consequences, including firings, suspensions, and expulsions.
And it's kind of starting to become true.
We will shine a light on you that will follow you for the rest of your life. When you look for a job, when you look for a spouse, when you look for a nanny, when you look for anything.
And I love that. I love it.
We remove hate speech against Zionists when these harmful stereotypes about Jews are invoked.
In the past 12 months, ADL's filed more lawsuits than in the prior 112 years.
Over the weekend, I received concerning news that I was being sued for $5 million.
Vicious, communist, racist, Jew-hating, Israel-bashing monster.
Defendant frequently posts anti-Israel rhetoric accusing Israel of controlling the United States and its politicians.
We at the ZOA will fight these dangerous and monstrous lies with all of our hearts and souls. No appeasement, no conciliation, only a war against this racist hatred of the Jewish people.
When there is a war, it doesn't matter who your enemy is, you need to destroy their offspring to prevent them from creating more offspring.
What you try to do is you want to corral your victim, but in fact, your countries are the victim.
A government can do in 2 months more than any organization can do in its lifetime.
The J7 is comprised of the 7 largest diaspora communities. We meet every other week via Zoom to share information, to share best practices.
And we're running everything all the time, from focus groups to attitudinal surveys to like randomized controlled trials to identify what interventions work most effectively.
Finally, we have meetings that are some off the record, some on the record with world leaders, in which we share our community's concerns and call for action.
The entire education system in this country, from K through 12 in colleges, must be reformed.
But it's time to limit the First Amendment in order to protect it.
The way we solve anti-Semitism is pretty goddamn simple.
Take control over what they are saying.
Send their ass to jail. It's not complicated.
And quickly before it's too late.
We're monitoring political Islamists and Christian nationalists, all of them. And then we train. We're the largest trainer of law enforcement in America, extremism and hate. We train 20,000 officers every year.
Try that again.
We're here because of the comments made online about the Jewish community.
We deeply value our partnership with law enforcement. We've been working with them literally since the FBI was founded in the 1930s.
Is that your account?
That guy who consistently calls for the death of all Palestinians, that can probably incite somebody to do something radical. That's all we're here to talk about. I would think to refrain from posting things like that, because that could get something.
We are going to have a whole division within the office of the Special Envoy to combat anti-Semitism that is going to work on technology.
We must take all of our technological expertise and all of our available resources to develop methods to launch and win a significant counter-information campaign.
The products of our technical capacities and sometimes technical and intelligence genius, and we're happy to do it.
The office is going to be revamped entirely to be one of the highest profile offices in the State Department.
Because it's not working. Too many young people have never heard of the Holocaust.
The only solution right now is for the governments to decide that all the Jews are a protected minority. That means that the government will be obliged to provide the security.
Upgrades to security. Jewish community shouldn't have to be paying for it. We have to pay for our own armed guards? Are you serious?
To fund institutions, culture, and that everybody in Europe will learn about the Jewish contribution and why they should cherish Jewish presence.
All your synagogues, all your shuls, all paid for. Everything that you need is paid for.
History has proven that when a country starts with allowing anti-Semitism, the results are not kind to that country.
No more protests. No more protests. I, for one, as a Jewish leader, will no longer talk about anti-Semitism in isolation from Israel.
I'm not an anti-Semite. I just don't like the government of Bibi Netanyahu. No, you're a Jew hater.
Would a group be banned if it accuses Israel of genocide or apartheid?
If those criteria are satisfied, then that is the case.
Any candidate running for a seat in this building, whether for Congress or Senate, we will target them as they target us. Accordingly, we will start a fund to help their opponents.
I want to make a warning to somebody else, and that's American Gentiles. The minute your country is taken over by anti-Semitism, the minute you start to be a country that's not blessing Israel but cursing Israel, you have begun the process of shrinking away from your empire.
Our faith in the American project itself has been shaken. The only serious answer to this challenge is to believe again that being Jewish is the most important thing in the world.
When we're kicked out of America and America, the whole thing is done, the whole American Jewish project is done, we're gonna be fine.
For decades, American society allowed Jews to live normal lives. This was a pleasant holiday from our destiny. The holiday is over. That the Jewish people are not normal. We never really were.
With the click of a button, you can bring down nations to their knees very rapidly if you so desire and if you're willing to take the risks, because every system can be hacked.
The Western culture that stands against the Jews is going down. The West will survive only if it decides to love itself and if it decides to love us, the Jewish people.
So we heard earlier about a mission, a goal to bring 1 million immigrants to Israel.
And now that Israel has turned the entire geopolitical situation on its head, our job in the diaspora is to leverage those wins and win here. Do to our enemies here what Israel did to its enemies there.
This is a small bunch of wannabe Nazis. That's what they are. If we have to hunt you down the way they hunted down Nazis for decades, we will find your identities, we will find you, we will achieve justice.
Already in Q1, hedge funds get set up in Israel so we can become another capital of finance. I'll argue we will beat London within a short decade as a second capital of finance.
We hope so.
It's going to be New York as a gateway to America, Hong Kong a gateway to China, Dubai a gateway to Southeast Asia, and Israel as a gateway to other parts of the world. And you can decide, you can stay here in New York in a declining empire, or you can come to Israel, which is part of the rising middle of the world, which is moving south and east. That's what I encourage you to do.
I think we're at the cusp of a new age, because I think that we will achieve the expansion of peace. I think that we are at a new age because I think that the possibilities of technology, with their risks, especially in AI, but with their positive benefits, are enormous in every field. I mean, from agriculture to health to transportation and I think that we are together. We can lead this and become not a secondary power, but a primary power.
All right, there you go, folks. That is the show. What'd y'all think? What'd you like? What'd you not like? John, how'd you? So you could tell the end was a little rough. Some trimming up needs to be done, but
wow,
tried to bring it all back around.
Okay. First thing I'm going to say is in the beginning you had like this really intense music, and then when it fades off, it's kind of abrupt. Is there any way we can have music throughout the whole thing?
Okay, so I spent a long time yesterday trying to find appropriate music. The only thing I succeeded in doing was getting mildly obsessed with a Jewish war song that's kind of cool. I'll show it to you. It's so good, dude. But I put a lot of different types of music under. I couldn't quite get. I mean, you know the way that I usually edit. It's very like cinematic. So what I originally tried to do was like, I can actually show you kind of what I started doing with music, and you can see why I dropped it because I couldn't find the right tunes. Maybe somebody could.
Well, what about a endless loop of a techno rendition of
Boom Boom Tel Aviv?
No, Hagila.
Yeah. Dude, I literally downloaded all these. I'll show you.
I mean, that would be kind of silly, but it would be very, very quietly in the background, maybe.
Let me see. That would be very funny. Louder. I mean, that's the thing it gets like kind of silly. So let me.
Yeah, no, I actually liked the intro track. I was hoping that it would just continue.
Yeah, that's one of the ones that I have on my show. It's like one of the intros to the show. So here's the project here.
My gosh.
Oh, are y'all gonna be able to hear? Do you hear that?
No. Negative.
You can't hear that? Shit. Oh geez. Then I shall. What should I do about that? Maybe I can go. If I go into my settings, maybe I can change my audio. Hold on. Let's do.
But
this.
First thing that comes to mind is, I hope that when you watch this, you realize that
kind of genius that manufactured Apollo Gold.
I can hear it. No, I can't hear you. Yeah, you knew that was coming. Yep. Well, basically, what I was saying was, I think that, when you watch this, you guys got to realize that, thinking it's funny to just hate Jews for being Jews and openly spreading that, it's clearly playing into their hand. You got to realize that.
All right, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. We ran into this last time, didn't we? How do we do this?
Like the way to counter their influence is to tell them, no, Jews are welcome to live normal lives in America. They always have been. They always will.
Right. This is all part of it. That guy especially is crazy. His whole like Jews are not normal and we never will be. And this experiment in America will be over. And it's time. I mean, the whole thing is like, it's time to choose your Jewishness over Americanness is basically what he's telling people.
Wow. That's a good point.
It's literally what he's saying. And I mean, it all is tied in together, right? It's all creating the appearance of anti-Semitism, conflating anti-Semitism with anti-Zionism. Israel does crazy stuff. People don't like it. You claim anti-Semitism is rising. You inspire fear in the Jewish population who demand protection, which infuriates the non-Jewish people. So you call that anti-Semitism. It's just like, it's almost like a multiple feedback loops all operating together. By the way, we got some super chats here. Yeah. Arkin John 68, $20 for production costs. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it. I probably spent 20 hours on this so far for the artist. Moonbase Melly. Thank you very much. Very, very much appreciated. We really do. I really do appreciate that. So yeah, you're right. Good point. Thank you for saying that, John.
Well, basically, it's like a thesis of my long study of the way of strategy, which the thesis is that Jesus is the ultimate way of strategy. So if you just adhere to the tenets of Jesus, that's why they called Jesus. That's why Jesus called himself the way. They cannot defeat us. Okay, when we deviate off of Christianity, that's when you give room for them to operate.
Do you know? I was talking to our editor Reese about this because he was like, because I was talking to him about how the anti-Zionist people like sort of take on the same level of extremism that Zionists display, to where it's like, and I always bring it up, but the guy saying to me, why do you like Charlie Kirk? He was a Zionist, right? It's like, to certain people, like when people are really against Israel and it drives them a little bit crazy, then they get to the point where they're like, they're going to kill all our kids. Well, we'll kill all their kids. Maybe all their kids need to die. You're right. It's like this feedback loop. And it's like, okay, you've got the Nazis being extremists against Jews. So Jews sort of use that as a excuse to perform their own extremism. And now you've got people who are against Israel going, oh, if that's what it takes, then we'll be even worse than you. And it's like, guys, literally the only way, this is such an obvious feedback loop. And the only way out of it is to not fall into it. What are we doing here?
Right. And it's like, hey, there was a guy who lived on Earth 2,000 years ago who had a teaching. You might find it relevant to this scenario. It's called Jesus. It's like, maybe you should look into what Jesus was about, because that's the whole thing, is to overcome an eye for an eye. That's the whole concept. Right. So evil spreads evil. If you're trying to counter hate, you counter hate with love. Right. And I'm not saying that I'm going to be a pushover, or that I'm not going to enforce the law. I'm not saying I'm not going to enforce justice. I'm not saying any of those things. I'm not saying I'm going to let them rape us. That's what people try to twist Christianity, that it's somehow cucked or subservient to evil. Not at all. Not at all. But if you listen to this video, they say it right in your face. They say that basically they're going to drive America down into the ground if they sense that America is positioning itself against Jewish power. And I mean, there really is, it's actually inevitable, unfortunately, because the numbers show that support for Israel in the youth has obviously gone down. And so they're seeing the writing on the wall, and they're building the infrastructure for this inevitable shift. That's why they are.
And they're generating the shift.
They're they're the reason why America's going downhill. I mean, they're the ones who are steering the American empire, the boat. They're driving it into the rocks. Then they're telling the Jewish passengers, hey, this boat's going down, and they're going to blame us because they hate you. Did you know you're special and you have magic powers? Let's hop on a different boat.
Good thing we have this other boat.
Yeah, which is built entirely with the pieces of the original boat. So when Israel gets caught transferring military technology to China, this is why. It's all part of this elaborate scheme.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly. And so, yeah, to explain the art and deprive it completely of mystery, I got to figure out how to. Anybody know how to get Premiere Pro audio through OBS into StreamYard? Like, I'm not sure. I thought if I just did share screen, I'd be able to share computer audio too, but that doesn't seem to be the case.
You would think.
One would suspect, but alas.
You need a magic cable. You need that digital cable, probably.
Oh, see, that's the problem. I'm already using a digital cable, which is why I went mute a second ago, is because I tried to remember it went through for Premiere, but then it kicked my audio off the cable.
Yeah, we can't have two fake digital cables simultaneously. The technology isn't there yet.
Outrageous. We used to have it. We lost it.
Right. With the moon landing. It's
yeah.
So yeah,
it's a magnetic tape system that we don't have anymore.
So the first 5 minutes of the video, I was like, these guys kind of sound like dweebs, and I don't think they're really going to do anything. But then as you keep watching, you're like, oh man, these dweebs are running everything.
Well, it's everybody. So one of the things I'm definitely going to add is labels for all of them and like their titles, because everybody in this is like head of the ZOA, head of the World Jewish Congress, head of the country of Israel. Like there are no small timers in this, one or two, but most of these people are decision makers. The
CEO of Oracle is now the owner of TikTok, right?
Exactly.
And you can't type the word Epstein in DMs on TikTok now since he took over.
Right.
I mean, why would that guy specifically be covering up for Epstein? Like, come on.
And like, I could do a video. You know what we can do here? I'll mute this, and then we can kind of scrub through it if we want. I think
that looks like a cool movie. What movie was that? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, right.
Is that like?
Yeah, and so originally I had almost like chapter breaks where we just go back to a picture of Gaza.
That's
for a little bit with like a title. I might still do that.
I think you should do that, because, by the way, it's hilarious that these girls are so bored and not interested in what he's saying, and he's talking about like the most horrible things ever, and these girls are just like looking at their shoes.
Well, this girl is the same as it's some other girl in this. Like, she's
saw her,
also in
yeah,
this. Yeah. So this guy's the head of the Canary mission, the Canary mission. Right? Isn't that what it is? It's like another Stop Anti-Semitism group that doxes people, but works with the government. Because I had some things like that too, where it's just like, but it was just like a TikTok video with like a picture of the Canary mission and some guy's voice being like, the Canary mission works with the Israeli government and feeds information to America. And it was like, I don't want anything explained. I want it all just like in their own words. By the way, shout out to Chris Minahan at Info Lib News. Like half these videos, I'm sure you can see like up there in the top right. So basically all I did was like, what I wanted to do was like try to express what it feels like to scroll through my Twitter feed,
Yeah. But wait a sec.
Name overlays, yeah.
But I thought Candace was the leader of this. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sorry. I had to, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
No. Shout out to Candace holding it down for her whole little thing there. That's all well and good. But this is the meat and potatoes. This is the big enchilada. They're coming for our bank accounts. They said they're going to stop you from finding a nanny, finding a job. They said they're monitoring you even in video games. That was too far for me. I mean, that's
dude. Okay, so I wish I could show you all this audio because it's so much fun playing with these clips. Because like, for some reason, I like at least 4 or 5 of the people do the same thing where they're listing stuff out. Like I did it with Mark, where it's Mark Levin and
they list
Greenblatt going back and forth, right?
Yeah, they're reading off a script. They're saying that Zionism is a proxy for a protected group in the future.
I don't. Well, no, that's a different one. So okay, so. You're talking about so this is the new head of TikTok and the Jewish diaspora chief at Meta is when it's going back and forth in there. Yeah, they are reading from a script saying exactly the same thing. And what it's about is Zionism equals anti-Semitism, and I just dropped that in like every, little while in the video just to remind you, like, that's what they're talking about. When they're talking about anti-Semitism, when they're saying these anti-Semites, they are literally talking about opponents to a foreign nation state, right?
Which we are loyal to, which me and Harrison are loyal to.
Absolutely, that we love and will exist forever.
Israel über alles.
Shalom.
Hey man,
crap! I press enter too fast. Add the Jew laws they're passing all over the world. Okay, so this is the thing. I could do a video that just shows TikTok. This would be a great one. Going from like, dude, I had such a good part. I took it out. I don't know if I should put it back in, but it's Mike Johnson talking about TikTok, but it's intercut with Jonathan Greenblatt. So Jonathan Greenblatt is talking about like how they're gathering all this data as the ADL, and it's Mike Johnson talking about the Chinese, but it sounds like he's commenting on what Greenblatt just said. He's going, they're collecting all this data and we cannot allow that. The communist Chinese are not our friends. It was so good. I wish I could show you these things.
That's a good twist.
Yeah, that was a really funny one. But okay, so it would go from like talking, the other clip I had in there that I took out because I just wanted to have just the people doing it, but it was Nikki Haley saying, every 30 minutes you watch TikTok, you get 17% more anti-Semitic. So it'd be like, start with that. It would start with like, oh, TikTok is anti-Semitic. And then it would show the way that they're like, oh, actually, no, it's about communist China. Oh, that communist China, we have to stop them. And then once it passes, I'm like, this was for Israel. Actually, we did this for Israel. And then like showing Larry Ellison and Oracle, and that Oracle's buying it. And then you can show Larry Ellison talking about how important the IDF is and how like he dedicates his life to Israel. And like, that could be a movie, right? That could be a single one. I could do an entire video on just Australia. I mean, I put like 1 or 2 pertinent clips in there. The one of the guy going, we've got to pay for our own security guards. What?
Dude, that was the funniest shit ever. That might be my favorite clip. I mean, wow.
My favorite's this guy, dude.
Oh yeah. That's a pretty good one.
Yeah, dude. It's all so. I mean, I could do one about Australia. I could do one that's just about.
Dude,
so
look at his eyes. You know he's on drugs.
He's a
right?
crazy looking dude, man.
You
This
can't
dude
get
is
like
like he looks like a Muppet.
Is
Doesn't
that
he?
is that
So does this. Well, this guy looks like a gnome. This
no
guy.
way. No way.
Yeah, this is when he's yelling, "No protesting."
No protesting. That's really
That
funny.
you need. It's paid for.
History has proven that when a country starts with allowing anti-Semitism,
Wait,
the results are not kind to that country.
No more protests. No more protests.
Oh my god, that's funny as hell. Dude, that's super funny. Wait, can you go back? Did you guys catch this? Read his nameplate on that right there. What the hell? Rabbi Yehuda Kaploon. Kaploon. Oh man, that's funny. Of Florida to be special envoy to monitor and combat anti-Semitism with the rank of ambassador. They gave this guy diplomatic immunity. For what? He's an ambassador.
He's an ambassador for the foreign people that are living among us, I guess.
You're gonna get us killed, bro. We love them. They are the saviors of the world. Tikkun
And they
olam.
deserve an ambassador of their own.
Yeah, Tikkun olam, bro. I want to work for this guy. I want to help them.
You know, he's a really fascinating guy. He makes some very good points, you know.
These people put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11,
The results
12,
are not kind.
13, 14, 15 words to put his title. There's 15 words underneath his name. Like,
Sorry, I didn't
come
realize you were kidding.
on, bro. Like,
that's awesome.
You don't need 15 words. 15 words, dude, to say what your job title is. And then finished with the phrase, with the rank of ambassador. Like, it's a little over the top. So,
I did not. Cenk is not featured in this video. I don't have any Young Turks in this video. Sorry, people in the chat on YouTube are saying he had a Cenk clip in this. No, I'm not sure who you would think that was.
No, Cenk's not in this.
No.
Dude, the eyes, man. That guy, that was horrible.
This one?
Man, all those. Yeah.
Yeah,
that
dude.
That one right there. Holy cow, bro.
No, it's crazy, man. I gotta figure out how to do this.
This is the billionaire CEO of Oracle, who's in charge of TikTok now.
Yeah. I got more clips of him. All right. Somebody had to tell me how to fucking do this. By the way, welcome everybody. We got a lot of people in here today, about 2,500. Welcome. Thank you for sharing the link. Please share it again. What we're doing here, if you're just joining us, is we're previewing an unfinished video that I put together, getting advice, getting some input from the audience. Also have people who don't know who you are. I feel like, John, we need to have like a description of you.
Can it be 15 words long?
Yeah, it has to be 15 words long. And it will end with, yes, you have the rank of ambassador. Somebody in the chat while the video was playing was being like, I just don't like Muslims. Sorry, John. It's like, no, guys, all right.
Wait,
we need to explain this every time.
What does any
John,
of this have to do with Muslims?
They were talking about Israel versus Muslims and something else, but
yeah. So let me just hop in there. I'll save you the trouble. So Islam came about, like year 600. It's like Islam is like a blasphemous, heretical offshoot of pretty much Orthodox Christianity. And it's just the typical bullshit version of Orthodox Christianity where they just remove the divinity of Christ. And that's where Islam comes from. It didn't come out of a vacuum. It came from year 600, which is a place where there were some pagans, some Jews, but mostly booming Christianity. And it's just a bullshit version of, it's a knockoff, and it's like a Jehovah's Witness or a Mormon. No offense if you're Mormon or Jehovah's Witness, those are nice people and all that. And some Muslims are nice people too. We're not trying to insult anybody here. I'm just saying, theologically speaking, it is a knockoff. It came about as after Christianity was booming, then people couldn't accept that God would send his son to be crucified. And so they created a version that's like easier for them to swallow. And that's really what Islam is. So then where I'm from, Lebanon, we were all Christian. All Lebanon was Orthodox Christian for 600 years straight, loyal subjects of the Eastern Roman Empire in Hellenic Eastern Mediterranean culture. Then Islam came and forcibly converted or maybe brainwashed some people or forcibly converted people with a physical threat or economic coercion, and a bunch of people became Muslim. My family has been Orthodox Christian for 2,000 years. We never submitted to Islamic yoke, whether it was Muhammad, the Abbasids, the Abuyids, the Mamluks, the Ottoman Empire, none of that. So Islam kind of has nothing really to do with me specifically, or anything we're talking about here. And the Jewish opinion of Islam is that Islam is preferable to Christianity. And the Islamic opinion is that Judaism is preferable to Christianity. So you guys got to understand, two Muslims, two Jews, Christians are idol worshippers. By calling a man divine, we're breaking a fundamental rule of Islam and Judaism. So Jews and Muslims like each other more than they would like us, Christians. You got to understand that.
Testing. Hey, can you still hear me?
Yeah.
You can?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Did you do it? Oh, shit.
Let me VBK.
Oh, you muted it though. I see you've clicked the mute button.
I should. All right, I'm unmuted.
Yeah, I can hear you.
You can hear me. Okay, and now can you hear this? Oh wait, what? Hold on. Add to stage. Click.
No, so sorry.
Damn it.
So anyway, yeah. I would love
the videos I could show you.
You have the raw video, maybe. Well, yeah, I'm open to debate like any Jew, Zionist, Christian, or Muslim on religion anytime. Like anybody want to do a debate? Me and a couple of guys like Max and other guys, we did like a 4-hour debate with a Muslim, maybe more, 4.5 hours straight debate with a Muslim a while ago. You know, been there, done that. And anybody have any questions about religion and stuff, like, you know, we love it, man. We love it. We're all for it. So just message me on X. And always happy to debate. Like that guy Shabos. Like I want to actually debate that guy Shabos.
Do you? I mean, I could set that up.
Yeah, but literally they'll kill me. Like literally that's a dangerous guy to debate, because he's out there saying put anti-Semites in jail. Right? So
I mean, they deserve it, don't they?
Well, yeah, exactly. You know, I will round them up.
Yeah, we all agree with that sentiment. Because it's such a good argument. So you don't want to debate him because he's got your number, basically.
Yeah, he'll probably win.
Yeah, probably so.
Owen handles it really carefully, where he like tries to hide the fact that he's on the side of truth, and just kind of like Owen debated Chavos recently. I don't know if you saw that.
Yeah, I did see that. I didn't watch it, but I saw somebody comment, and because what's his name? Adam King asked me if I wanted to debate Chavos when I was like insulting him on my show. And I don't think I responded, but I saw somebody comment on Owens that was just like, God, if Chavos ever gave Owen a chance to talk. And I was like, yeah, exactly. That's exactly why I didn't want to debate, because it would be him gibbering on for like 15 minutes and me just being like, okay, but you can't outlaw anti-Semitism, you know, and just like going back to whatever the original thing is, be like, I can't believe you didn't say this about that kid when he said this. I can't believe you said that. And it's just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to just like sit there while some dude gibbers at me for a long time about nonsense. I have to yell over him. Fuck that.
Yeah. And what, like, so Adam King and Chavos are like friends or something? They have some kind of relationship.
Yeah, you know,
he could set up. You talk to him and he can get you access to that Chavos guy, huh?
He's got the Chavos on lock.
Yeah, kind of interesting, like how they have like these relationships. I wonder what that's about.
They're just friends. They're into the same sort of stuff, probably video games, maybe.
I love it, man. I love it.
All right, now hold on. The Odyssey I'm currently waging against this machine may have worked. Hold on.
What's going on? You know.
Oh shit! No, it's working.
Okay, well I don't hear it.
What the fuck are you saying to me right now, dude? You're kidding me. That's comedy. I'm sorry. That is funny. That is very funny, Harrison.
Is it?
That's funny as hell. No, we can hear it, but you can't. Oh man.
I wish I could blame this on Rumble. Rumble doesn't even have anything to do with this.
Rumble's a publicly traded. Sorry, yeah, I won't even go there.
We love y'all. Well, this is oh wait, did I mute myself again?
I'm good, right?
Good, right?
You got an echo on your audio now. I can hear you twice.
Hell yeah, dude.
That's dope.
Welcome to the eighth front of the Israeli war.
Oh, I love this, dude. This is super cool.
Okay, all right. Well, let me try this then.
I don't even want you to fix it.
How are we now?
Dude, you sound completely different now.
What do I sound like now?
No, it's an echo. Okay, back to the same echo.
Still echo, huh?
Yeah, double your voice. It's pretty cool.
Probably not fun to listen to, if I had to guess.
Whoa, now you're in a tunnel. Okay.
Now I'm in a tunnel.
Wow, it sounds like you're in a Mossad dungeon.
What did you do with the children?
Yeah. So
we need their organs.
Oh, wow.
I have echo cancellation clicked.
No, you did something, man. Your input is coming in 2 different ways now. You got OBS input plus the other input. You got 2 different inputs.
So can you still hear me now?
I can.
You can?
Yes.
This is shocking. This makes no sense.
The audio input is coming into your video editing software, and that's where we're hearing you from.
My audio is going into my OBS, which is going through a digital cable to the machine to StreamYard. But then, and folks, if you're confused at why this show is so unprofessional and poorly established, maybe you don't belong here. Okay, maybe this isn't for you. Maybe you can't hang. Maybe you can't handle it.
Listen, Bibi Netanyahu said with the click of a button, he can bring nations down to their knees if you're willing to take the risks. And you got to ask yourself, are you going to be part of the risk or are you going to be part of the goyim?
It's up to you. All right. Well, this is wonderful, y'all. We are now fully optimized for exploration, for investigation.
Nice.
And interest. So this dude, man,
he might be my favorite. He might be my favorite because he seems like a guy I could have a conversation with about it, where he would just not hold back. He would just tell me straight up, Jews are really, well, whatever. Jews are superior and we got to do this and that. I would love to have a conversation with this guy.
Okay. One thing you're going to want to notice with this guy is watch the way if I scroll through, he's constantly rocking back and forth. Do you see this?
I do.
It's weird, dude.
His feet hurt, bro. You don't know how many miles he walked in the camps.
Dude, it reminds me of the wall thing. Instead of back and forth.
I see. Now people do that when they just like he's like really skinny and he can't really stand up for very long.
I don't know, man. I think he just I think it's like a psychological thing. It's like a comforting thing. I mean, he's doing it the whole time. It's like really, once you notice it, it's like, why is he doing this?
So yeah, it's dangerous to engage with these people. They're dangerous. Yeah, I hope everyone knows that. Like, I hope this isn't news to anyone. Like, hey, guess what? These guys are fucking dangerous. These people.
Yeah. Crew Jones 43 for $5. Every person in your video was hideous. Well, only spiritually. So, and this is another thing. All right. One thing you realize when you're editing a lot of this stuff, and I go through, hours and hours and hours of footage. Let me show you just some of the like collections that I have of just like so many damn videos. Where am I? Oh shit. Sorry, this isn't usually how Premiere looks. I'm just trying to get it so that, y'all can tell what the hell's going on. I got so many damn videos. And
That's a good one right there. That you have your mouse on. Everyone should watch that one.
Yeah, that's a classic. And there's lots of videos like that. And I saw people commenting that, saying, you should have like the rabbis saying the stuff. But like, for one, I feel like there's a lot of videos that do that already.
There are. Yeah, you're right.
And those guys, most of those guys don't have any real power. I just wanted to use people that are like actual. I mean, everybody in this video is like a world leader, a billionaire, an NGO, founder. Like everybody in this is somebody who is not just like saying stuff. I mean, they are the ones to decide. They're the ones who are just telling you what they're actually doing.
Yeah. So, it's like the 11th hour of America. It's like the 11th hour of America, right? Because what's going on here is they're basically saying that they've got America by the balls. They can fuck America up whenever they want. And
basically they're basically saying either America gives us the control that we want, we get the anti-Semitism laws, we get all this stuff, or if you don't give us that, it's got to be because you're anti-Semitic and you're our enemy and you have to be destroyed. So it's basically like a threat. I mean, it's basically a black man.
The beginning of the video is him calling it Rome and saying this time around, we got to win.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, fuck Rome. You know what I mean? Fuck.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
The music.
Let me show you some.
The music. That's what we were doing.
Yeah. So this is how it originally. Oh shit! Don't I have them? Wait.
Here, I'll go in those AI music creation softwares. I'll specifically say, give me the most anti-Semitic 15 minutes of techno that you can create.
That's so funny. I mean, I could just do like a droning, because I do think that would help get it across, right? Because the problem with the music that I'm about to show you is it's like kind of upbeat, and it doesn't give a menace. It doesn't give the menacing character that their words have. It's like, God, these guys are kind of cool. It's like, that's not the vibe I'm trying to send here.
But it is though.
Is what?
No, we are trying to show how cool they are because we support this.
Well, right. Yeah. Well, because they're fucking cool, dude.
Fucking cool.
They're so strong.
They're so strong. Strong means good.
I read that in a book. So this was how I like to edit with like music, but I just haven't found the right music.
I think we're at the cusp of a new age.
Where's the music?
I think that we will achieve the expansion of peace. I think that we are at a new age because I think that the possibilities of technology, with their risks, especially in AI, but with their positive benefits, are enormous.
Sorry, it starts right there.
In AI, but with their positive benefits are enormous in every field. I mean, from agriculture to health to transportation and I think that we are together. We can lead this and become not a secondary power, but a primary power in the advance of humanity.
Ooh, yeah, it does sound like it's a good thing.
I'm gonna do the disclaimer here,
Yeah, you're right, man.
What Israel is fighting here is not merely a 7-front war, but an 8-front war.
Yeah, this kind of works.
For the Jews against Rome.
Well,
this is a different time. Rome and Jerusalem clashed over values with a great tragedy for the Jewish people. Well, we lost that one. I think we have to win that. But the new Rome, the United States, Jews against Rome.
We stopped playing defense and have moved to offense.
Oh,
use the tools of battle.
You know what I mean? Like, that's how I usually like to edit.
By the way, I'm totally gonna send this to people in Lebanon, man. I'll make you go viral in Lebanon with this one.
I'll be tight. Disclaimer needs to be a tad longer. Yeah, the disclaimer is not yet finished. I mean, I'm gonna write a few more things too. But the music at the beginning of the one that we played is just sort of just placeholder music.
Man, it got me going though. I didn't want it to stop.
Yeah, per Tabor, I think it's called. It is. Yeah, sorry. I don't know if there are any editors right there. You're probably like, what the fuck? I'm usually very organized, and now I have this all arranged, and this is like such a bum way to do this. But
such a bum way. No, Harrison is a master editor. I don't want to hear any complaints.
Yeah, usually I'm using the whole screen. Usually this thing's like pretty freaking wide, but I'm trying to get it to fit in here. So,
oh, it's got a pentagram.
Well, yeah, music is evil, John.
If it was a 6-point star, it'd be all right. But
well, obviously,
I draw a line at 5. Yeah, I kind of like the dystopic vibe of the synthwave.
GoldenEye music. That's a good idea. No, I mean that song's awesome. Maybe I will just keep it going.
Yeah, I think synthwave is the way to go because we're trying to show like a futuristic dystopic vibe. So I think synthwave would be the most appropriate.
So it'd have to be pretty low because a lot of these clips do not have good audio. So
Nearly a 7-front war, but an 8-front war. For the Jews against Rome. Rome and Jerusalem clashed over values with a great tragedy for the Jewish people. But we lost that. We have to win the next one. But the new Rome, the United States, Jews against Rome.
We stopped playing defense and have moved to offense.
We're going to have to use the tools of battle. The weapons change.
Well, the disclaimer is only going to be up for a second anyway, because if you want to read it, you can pause it. And it's just something I typed up in 2 minutes or whatever. But it'll be something like this. This is a work of political art. The videos presented are unaltered depictions of powerful or influential members of the Jewish community in their own words. They are, however, stripped of context and arranged in order to convey ideas, not necessarily in an order. It should be in an order. Whoops. Boy, that doesn't even sound right. Anyway, whatever. I'll change it up before it goes. Before I actually do it. This is all just a big joke. We're all just playing around here.
Yeah, man, we love Tikva.
We love the Tikva Fund. We wish they got more government money.
Honestly, let's be real. If they gave us even like a couple $100,000, we would do a way better job than them.
That to me is the funniest part. And it's like my favorite thing ever is when I played this. I played
Microsoft. We are working with them now. Several PhDs on staff.
One of these where he's just bragging about how many people they have. But Tim being like, we have labs that we A/B test this stuff. It's actually, dude, that's actually a hilarious clip. Have you seen that one where he's asked about Jew hate?
He's saying we're focus grouping to see what interventions are most effective.
Yes. But have you seen the full clip?
No.
All right, let me find it. Because this is another funny one. Like 2 years ago, it was like kind of at the beginning of the Gaza conflict. And that guy, Ron Lauder, president of the World Jewish Committee, came out and was like, it's not anti-Semitism, it's Jew hate. I remember seeing that at the time being like, we're going to start seeing that everywhere. They've made the transition. Anti-Semitism has been used too much. It doesn't have the impact it used to. So now we're going to hear about Jew hate. And is this? Let me find.
You're decoding their language.
Yeah. Well, it's not all that hidden. Well, I'll explain in just a second, but this video is just funny. They're working with OpenAI. Yeah, dude, Jonathan Greenblatt himself does it a lot, but like I could make a 5 or 10 minute long video that's just like Mark Levin being like Nazi, communist, Hitler loving. And then it's like Jonathan Greenblatt being like Google, Meta, OpenAI.
Oh, wow.
TikTok. And then, and then it's him being like
kind of cool.
Law enforcement, this. The woman from anti-Semitism has a whole different list of things that he rattles off.
Cool, man. I think you should put like a whole list section of the video. I think that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah, I mean that. I'm telling you, dude. I could make.
Like
I can make 100 videos out of this stuff. Each one like focusing on a different part. I could do a whole. I mean, I probably should do a political one. I'll show you that one in just a second. But just get a load of this. This cracks me up.
Deborah asked a question. Wouldn't it be more powerful to say Jew hatred than anti-Semitism? Well, one thing I should just say is, again, protect, advocate, educate. We have centers of excellence at ADL, our Center on Extremism. We also have a Center on Anti-Semitism Research. Our Center on Anti-Semitism Research is run by a Stanford PhD. He's actually observant. We have several PhDs on staff. We have a network of academics and scholars we work with around the country. So we've done the research.
When I played this on my show, it was like, got to the point, so it was like, really? Because we don't have any of that, and we're kicking your ass. That's crazy. That's crazy that you have so much money and so much shit and so much, incredible resources, and you're losing. How crazy is that? Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
We've literally done the research, and we're running everything all the time, from focus groups to attitudinal surveys to like randomized controlled trials to identify what interventions work most effectively. And we've tested this. And the funny thing is, doesn't matter. The term Jew hatred we find in our research, when you say end Jew hatred, Gentiles think you're talking about the hatred of Jewish people. You understand that? As if we were the ones hating.
As if they were the ones hating. Can you imagine?
Wait a second. So we should be promoting the phrase end Jew hatred.
I mean, I'm pretty sure I have a tweet about this. I'm pretty sure somebody used it, and it's like, yeah, I mean, it's a hilarious fail. Like, they tried to push this idea of Jew hatred, and people went, yeah, they are pretty hateful, huh? And they went, oh, never mind.
The average American has not actually encountered someone just hating Jews for no reason, but they have encountered little kids burning to death and Jews cheering for it. I haven't counted that.
There is that, isn't there? So the original, the TikTok part is funny, I think, in the original. Oh, fuck, unless I didn't save that one. Did yours have the Mike Johnson one when I sent it to you? Mike Johnson, the
Oh yeah, I did.
All right, then I'll find it here.
Whether in the boardroom or in chat rooms, large language boardroom or in chat rooms, large language models or academic associations, in Wikipedia entries or WhatsApp chats.
President Trump issued the Truth Post and said, save TikTok. He's going to try to force along a true divestiture, changing of hands, the ownership.
And working with OpenAI, with Alphabet, with Anthropic, with Meta, with Microsoft, we are working with them now to train the LLMs.
And they're mining the data of American citizens. It's a very dangerous thing. The Chinese Communist Party is not our friend, and we have to make sure this changes hands. We also
that part cracked me up. It was like too subtle, so I took it out. But
yeah, it's a little subtle, but oh man,
cracked me up.
Okay, I think it's pretty good. I just think music is missing, and then like you said, the ending, and then it's pretty good, man.
Thanks. Yeah. The ending needs to be like cleaned up a little bit. And
wait, what? I can't hear you all.
Zilla 777.
What was that? I couldn't hear. Say it
again. I dropped out. Somebody on YouTube was saying this edit's going to backfire.
No, please elaborate.
I think he's saying that like it's just Jews being like cool or like powerful, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, no, that's definitely part of the vibe. I mean, we support that, right? I mean, that's what we're all about. But
right.
But the thing is, as an American patriot, you do have to understand that they did say that they basically, with the push of a button, would, cyber warfare, that they're dangerous. I mean, that their power is essentially obsolete and pervasive. So that's an undeniable facet of this, right?
Yeah, I mean that's what it's showing, is that it's like this incredible power, and it's being turned against Americans. And like this stuff. I mean, the one lady is literally. I mean, her speech is just like we will find you and we will destroy you.
Right.
And,
Right.
and it will stick with you the rest of your life. So like, she's like, look how powerful we are. And then there's like this other girl is just like, people are saying that like, you can't talk about Jews or they'll like destroy you. And it's kind of true. And it's like, there's something like sickening about this to me. I don't know. When I watch this, I'm like, ugh, like what? Like, it's so duplicitous the entire time. And it's like,
you probably want to show more clips of them. Man, you know what? You could get the last clip from Shabos versus Owen, where he literally says, I want them to die. I don't know if you saw this, man. Someone took a clip of it and put it out, and it's literally them saying, like, I want them to die, and I'm happy if they die. And I think that killing them is good.
yeah, I could probably find some more clips of that. I bet they're out there. Dude, this dude, man. Dun dun.
Yeah, but yeah, I kind of got to go pretty soon here, man. But yeah, I don't know. I think we should try it with music. I think music is the next step for sure.
Everybody should go watch this video on InfoLib News. This guy, it's like 12 minutes long, but he explains what I keep explaining on my show constantly for the last 3 years. He's basically like, yeah, the left in America has decided they're okay with being against the Jews. So the right wing basically is the only place Jews are welcome. And so we have to make sure it's like, I could do a whole just political one, because that's something that like you hear over and over. Now Trump is saying it, and Lindsey Graham says it, and Ted Cruz says it, where it's just like the Republican Party has to have zero tolerance for anti-Semitism. Like that's coming straight from this power structure. And that's the other part of it. It's why I like included things like this clip. This is one of those dishonest edits I did, where like I just took the reaction from a different part of the interview, but this is Mark Levin interviewing Netanyahu. So I added in like a reaction to Mark Levin just because he shows up like 2 seconds later screaming into the mic. And it's like, okay, so it's the Netanyahu guy. And then like Netanyahu and Jonathan Greenblatt saying exactly the same thing. Like you hear all the time, like, well, Jonathan Greenblatt, he's like a liberal. He's like totally against it. But like it's all on brand. It's all exactly the same sentiments from no matter which side of the aisle, no matter which, whether it's social media or education, it's like, it's coordinated, it's unified. It's, they all get messaging from the same sources, and then they all take those orders, follow those orders. And it, to me, it just kind of gets obvious when you see how it all is laid out.
No, I love that. I thought that was a really excellent part of the video. Before we close it out, man, can you see some of the stuff I sent you on Telegram? Because it's kind of like the latest events that are going on, because I think we're about to start a big war with Iran. So it's kind of relevant.
Yes. I don't know how I can show this, but
I don't know.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't know if I can't really bring this up.
Maybe just oh, now I can't hear you because you got to unmute yourself in Streamlabs.
That's right. Okay, now we're good, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Key Iran update. No official confirmation yet, but the Majlis,
yeah, that's like their Knesset or their Congress.
Okay, Iranian parliament may have already approved the closure of the Strait of Hormuz. The final decision is in the hands of the Iranian government and security apparatus. I've extensively written about that on Asian Times in the past decade. Then Goldman Sachs derivative experts were adamant if Hormuz is blocked before or during full-scale naval war in the Gulf, oil may reach $700 a barrel. And this will only be temporary because the entire global economy will collapse. Most of all, the blocking of Hormuz would trigger the detonation of $2 quadrillion of derivative market, updating the initial erroneous $700 trillion estimate by the BIS, Bank for International Settlements, according to Gulf traders. I'm thinking sounds like it's a bad thing. Already during the past decade, the Joint Chiefs of Staff admitted that they do not have the military ability to keep Hormuz open. And we have clueless little Gusano Rubio talking about U.S. force posture near Iran, as 30 to 40,000 U.S. troops are, quote, within reach of thousands of Iranian UAVs and ballistic missiles. That's why it's, quote, prudent to have forces to, quote, defend what could be an Iranian threat, defend against what could be an Iranian threat. Of course, this threat does not come from the massive armada assembled by the empire of chaos, plunder, and permanent strikes.
So quadrillions in derivatives are being traded. They're making billions and billions and billions of dollars constantly off of these totally nonsensical financial apparatuses that they've conceived. And as the leverage is multiplied, so is the risk. And so, it's fake. It's exponentially higher gain, exponentially higher risk. And if they shut down the trade, well, it's going to be a massive clusterfuck, as they say. So, yeah, if they really want to go crazy on Iran, that's one of the things that could go wrong. And then there's a couple other things I think.
British Airbus. Well, hold on. Somebody said something that I wanted to respond to. People talking about not getting jobs, not being able to get. I've been unable to find a job for months and months. I have skills, trees, machinery, construction. I think it's the Jews. I think that woman is for real. I mean, Stop Anti-Semitism in Canary Mission. Apparently, they've got dozens of people, full-time staff. All they do is look for people who post stuff and then try to dox them. And they've got people on the inside of these big tech companies. So it's again, that's why I want to show, where it's people like, oh, these conspiracy theorists have these conspiracies about Jews. It's like, maybe it's not true, but they're bragging about doing it. So what do I know? If I said something against the state of Israel on X, maybe that is why you didn't get the job, because maybe there's some crazy lady with a Botoxed face who, called your boss and told them that you are Hitler and want to do a Holocaust again. So, and you wouldn't know. I mean, you just don't get the call back, but you don't know why. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but those kind of skills, you got to just call every single local company. You got to get in a big city, just call every single one of those companies that does that specific service and just start working, man. Just it doesn't matter if it's at the bottom rank. Just get your foot in the door and work your way up. Every single tree trimming service company, in a big city like where I'm at in Houston, Texas, I mean, there's about 1 billion of those. And with enough concentrated effort, you're inevitably going to get hired. So, they are not all powerful yet. And elbow grease and legwork is still the name of the game, man. You just got to be willing to start at the bottom, because once you get in and they see how hard you work, you'll quickly work your way up.
And not with trees, John. Trees, you start at the top and go down. Safer that way.
That's a good one.
All right. For more than 2 years, we have not succeeded in achieving the goal of disarming Gaza.
Oh, who's talking here? Yeah.
That's so funny, dude. This is Colonel Hazi Nahama, a senior IDF reservist. For more than 2 years, we have not succeeded in achieving the goal of disarming Gaza. And it seems that the trend is going the opposite direction. The goal is getting further and further away. We are losing momentum with every passing day.
Wait, I thought Hamas was defeated.
Well, you would think. But no. Governor Abbott of Texas has signed an executive order to force agencies in Texas to halt companies to halt and desist all further attempts at applying for H-1B visas. That's good news. That's a start.
Bro, can you imagine how pissed Elon is when he moved to Texas?
That's very funny.
All his H-1Bs.
Yeah, I bet he was yeah, he's gonna have to hire Americans now. Damn it.
Damn it.
He's gonna have to pay living wages.
He paid the Indians great wages.
All right, folks. I think it's going to be about it for us, right?
Well, I sent you some really funny stuff as well if you just want to have a laugh.
There's funny stuff?
Above
on
this.
what, Telegram?
Yeah, go above this.
Oh, okay. I can't show. I don't have any way to show these.
Okay, no worries.
Ice Agents. They're memes, okay? They're just memes, just your innocent memes.
Anyway, love you guys. See you in the gulag, hopefully. If you see me getting my balls electrocuted, hanging upside down, just have a laugh for me, Yeah. And
always look on the bright side of life, enjoy it while you can. And yeah, I'm trying to think, show the links, please. Do what you can. Spread the word, spread the news. I think that's it. I think we're done.
Yeah.
So,
I think that once you make that video, we're all gonna, everybody, we all gotta spread it, guys. We all gotta spread it, and I want to see all the big names sharing this. I want to see everybody on it.
All right. Go take care of your child. Goodbye, everybody. We love you, and good night.